Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at one of my Christmas tree designs that I have come up with for this year, and I'm really excited to share these with you because this is a little bit of a different direction that's going to focus a little bit more of the peaceful comfort and coziness of the Christmas holiday that I would like to embellish this season. One of the fun things about these videos is that I like to include ideas and products for you that you could take and use to create this look at home. So if you want to consider me your personal shopping assistant, I'll leave all the links in the description below. But whether you're here for ideas or inspiration or someone to help you guide your shopping trip, you're going to get all of that information today and more. It's going to be a lot of fun today, so let's get started. I like to call this Christmas tree Hot Cocoa Christmas because the colors just remind me of this beautiful mixture between a very warm cup of hot cocoa, of course, with marshmallows and the snowy branches of Christmas time. It just, you've come in from a snowy walk outside and now you're going to cuddle up with some blankets and some warm throws, and just it has such an earthy and comforting vibe. The colors of this tree are also quite elegant, in my opinion. I think that the look that it gives is not only a bit contrasting, but in that contrast, it's very calming and soothing and peaceful. And so when you look at colors and kind of color theory, some colors are very stimulating to a lot of people, whereas some are typically a little bit more grounding and peaceful. And so brown may not be your typical color that you would think of to add to a Christmas tree. However, this neutral color is not only going to be very complementary to a lot of people's homes, it's also going to be a color that is quite soothing and grounding and peaceful. It's going to add to the hygge effect of your home this Christmas season. You know, and why is that important? If you're someone who can feel very stimulated by colors, then having a lot of bright, vibrant things around you for weeks to even months, depending on how long you keep your Christmas decorations up, can cause you to feel very overwhelmed by the time the season is over. And the season can be overwhelming in itself. We have the shopping and the gifting and the parties. There's a lot of things that are typically on our plate. And so what I want to do this year is bring a very peaceful and cozy vibe to the home so that your home feels like a retreat and not necessarily something you want to retreat from. So how are we going to do this? Let's first start with the tree base. You're going to want to go with a flocked Christmas tree. I have included a couple that have a nice natural appearance to them. If you don't like that flocked look, that also a white Christmas tree can be a really nice look as well. This is going to give you a little bit more contrast than the frosted, but it's going to be a very beautiful, striking look. I don't think you could go wrong with either Christmas tree in your home with this design. For the ribbon on this Christmas tree, there's a lot of really nice options for velvet type ribbon. This is going to give a luxury texture element to the Christmas tree. I have a light brown and a dark brown velvet ribbon that are very nice in a 2.5 inch, which is a nice size to start with, and probably one of the minimum of thickness that I would use in a Christmas tree, unless I was doing it as some sort of accent bow. I also found a 4-inch, which is really going to be a nice thick ribbon to put in a Christmas tree. That gives a very high-end look, so I can definitely recommend if you can get a nice large ribbon like a 4-inch, that's a beautiful touch. And if you got something like the one that I picked out here, you can actually add something smaller and decorative to that and layer the ribbon, and so that you can create a really cool effect, and so that you don't necessarily have to buy only super expensive ribbon. By layering the ribbon, you can get that look as well that's going to be very elegant and dynamic. And this copper and brown ribbon is a little bit more narrow. What I would recommend when I would layer that through the tree, that I would put those two ribbons together, so that thin ribbon in front of the thick ribbon, and then I would tuck it into the tree together, and so that it looked almost like one. And I find that layering ribbons can add a really elegant touch to a tree, make it look very designer. I love these little accent bows. Now this is an example where a thinner ribbon is acceptable, and you use these little accent bows towards the end of the branches, and it gives a very unique vibe to the tree as well, and I think that's something you could really enjoy. And lastly, I really like this brown and white stripe ribbon, especially if you go with a white Christmas tree base, and so that would really complement and bring those two colors together nicely. For the picks on this Christmas tree, I actually really love magnolias, and if you've been around my channel, you know that about me, because I bring that up frequently. But I found a couple of beautiful brown magnolias in different velvet textures, some with glitter, some really large ones, and these are all really nice options to place throughout the Christmas tree. And depending on how large a tree you go with, you would want to go with larger flowers or smaller flowers, and even mixing them is going to be a nice touch as well. Placing larger ones towards the bottom, or even a large one at the top of the Christmas tree to help accentuate the topper of your tree that you create with picks is a nice idea. A couple other ones that I found that were very nice are these velvet ball picks. I like the texture of these, and I think that they will add a nice dimension to the Christmas tree. A unique one are these artificial feather picks. Now this is something that you might not typically gravitate towards, but I think in this color palette they would look very neat at the top of a Christmas tree as a topper, or adding little hints of texture throughout the Christmas tree, just here and there. I think that that could really add an interesting dimension to the tree. That dimension and texture was another reason why I chose these small brown leaves. I think that again, having some variation in texture amongst a tree is a nice way to add elegance and visual interest, and these little small leaves are a nice way to do that in a Christmas tree, because they don't look too intentionally fall or autumn based. And so even though they're brown leaf, because they're smaller, they look a little bit more structural, and I like that about these. And then I found these nice little velvet curlicues that I think accent the velvet balls quite nicely. They are just a different shape but have a similar texture, and so you're keeping that uniform nature with the velvet throughout the Christmas tree on the ribbons and the picks, but changing the shape and adding dimension. For the ornaments on this Christmas tree, I think that a lot of these brown variety packs are very pretty. They have that little bit of variation in texture, that little bit of variation in color, which can be very interesting throughout the Christmas tree. I like the theme of the velvets in this Christmas tree, so I did include some brown that have a gold accent on them, and these are kind of like a velvety flocked type of ornament that would be really nice in the Christmas tree. And then of course actual brown velvet ornaments, you can really find some nice options, and it just seems like this beautiful warm texture of winter just dropped right throughout the Christmas tree. Just a beautiful ornament selection. I think if you get a larger Christmas tree as well, you're going to want to mix it up with getting some large ornaments, and I have included some 4-inch and some 8-inch here that are quite stunning, that I think would be a nice option to add into the tree. You can even cluster ornaments, so some of the ones that I showed you previously with the variety pack cluster ornaments to make a larger impact, so you don't necessarily have to buy all large ornaments. You can cluster some together to increase that visual impact. Now if I was going to do a topper on this Christmas tree, I would likely use a mixture of the picks that I had shown you previously. Some other options that you could use would be maybe a large satin or large velvet type of bow. There's one that's pre-made for you here, and it looks very dramatic. Something that would be a little bit more organic feeling and giving a little bit of that whimsical nature would be using some of this pampas grass, and that would help bring in some of the color throughout the Christmas tree and giving that height and dimension to the top of the Christmas tree as well. I would probably match the browns to the ornaments that I've selected to just give a nice uniform appearance. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of those options. The main thing about your tree topper is that you're matching the size and style of the Christmas tree. And so if you have a very large Christmas tree and you have a very small tree topper, then that ratio doesn't work very well. So you do want to make sure that you're kind of matching the Christmas tree topper to the overall tree. And lastly, for the tree skirt, I love a nice clean collar on this Christmas tree. There's lots of options with different textures and different shapes and varieties that you can put around the bottom of the tree. And it keeps it looking nice and tidy, and again, a little bit grounded and fresh. You have these beautiful faux fur skirts that are going to lean into that texture that we've been adding to the Christmas tree, that warm, cozy vibe of Christmas. They're going to give it a beautiful, elegant touch. Just make sure we fluff up those skirts, maybe adding a blanket underneath for that volume so that our skirts don't look too flat. And I found this kind of quirky honeycomb one. I found this very appealing. I think that the structural nature of it is very cool, and I think that this is going to complement a lot of people's homes as well. So I thought I wanted to include that. And of course, guys, when you looked at a lot of the pictures in the beginning, some of the things that I wanted to highlight there is that even putting gifts that are wrapped with brown ribbon around the Christmas tree around the bottom can add such an elegant look. They don't even have to be real presents, just boxes in there. But the ribbon around them is so pretty when it matches the Christmas tree. And especially if you use this like a neutral wrapping paper and then do it, it's really nice. There's so many options, and I'm excited to hear what you think of this Christmas tree. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now.